Hello.
I do love how you use the
From place to
elevator
place.
and there is nobody in it.
That was us. We were in it.
Yeah,
We're a
the
ghost.
ghost.
Yeah. I mean, I have died several times.
What are the mechs called actually? There was something with cats.
What?
What are the mechs called in this game actually?
There's a bunch of names that... Or you mean what are mechs called? They're just called mechs. Battle mechs.
Okay, because I remember you mentioning you once
There's
mentioning
this one, the Timberwolf, which is my favorite,
Yeah, exactly.
which I can't use in this mission, is called by... Okay, we're going to get into the universe a little bit now. So, the whole story of it gets explained by... well, not the whole story, but the backstory gets explained by the... in-game by just a bunch of text you can read if you want to. But basically, this is the world, the universe we live in like 1,000 years. And what happened was they humans warred so much that like they would just, after they'd started going to different planets and things like that, that they would just destroy entire planets and kill all the people on them. And so they kind of decided, hey, instead of doing that, let's have like a little bit more honor-based warfare. So they decided to use these mechs that they had as the primary things and get rid of things like orbital bombardment and nuclear weapons and, you know, bioweapons and things like that. And so that's why they use these really dumb-looking mechs, is because that's what war is. And
you know, they should have just done it with card games.
That, you know, children's card games really are the best way to decide anything. So you see how my joystick keeps doing that?
That was
thing?
awesome.
That's not me.
Just like blast his gun off of his, well, his hand off of his hand.
Yes, I love the fact that you see the little parts fly around. It's really neat. But anyway, right. So and we are a member of one of the clans, specifically the Jade Falcon clan in this campaign. That guy got who so the clans were like basically the military that protected all of humanity got sick of the fact that humanity was constantly trying to war and bring them into their conflicts, because, you know, like each little faction would also have their own military, but then there was one like United Military. And so the United Military just said, okay, we're just leaving because we're sick of you guys fighting all the time. And then they went way out into space and formed a eugenics program and tried to breed perfect warriors and advanced all their technologies and stuff like that, and also kept technology which got lost by the inner sphere as it's called. And so then they came back and well, there was kind of a split, which is what this is all about. This is about some of the clans wanted to come back and rule over the inner sphere, and some of the clans wanted to come back, that be the Jade Falcons, that's why they call themselves Crusaders. And some of the clans wanted to come back and safeguard the inner sphere, and those are the Wardens, like the Clan Wolf that we're fighting. The reason I brought all that up was because it's called a Timberwolf in this game, because that's what the clans call it, because Clan Wolf made it. But that mech is called by the Inner Sphere a Mad Cat, because it's similar to...
Mad Cat, yes, exactly, that's the one I remembered.
Yes. So there you go. And I needed to explain that at some point anyway, because there's all sorts of plot going on that I'll kind of need to explain at some point. And so
he's just
that was a
standing on one foot, not being able to do anything.
Oh, also never walk through an explosion. As you can see, it ripped off my arm and destroyed part of my engine.
I see.
So now I only have 2 lasers left to do the rest of this mission with. That's why this part's 9 minutes. And this was really the thing that made me motivated to figure out how to fix the joystick. because I was sick of having to deal with things like this. But the aim of this mission is to destroy a wolf dropship. Pretty basic stuff. Growing up, the first one we played through and the far easier one, probably related, but also they're green, and green tends to be friends, and good, and red tends to be bad, was the Jade Falcons, but the game presents the wolves basically as the good guys. Even though that wasn't our interpretation as kids who didn't really read the things,
Yeah, I mean that they do give you a little bit too much text in the mission briefings for a kid to actually read.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna read all that. It is kind of cool. Yeah, sometimes they just decide not to shoot at you. The AI works really well sometimes, not so well at others. He's just cruising. But anyway, and also, I mean, huge spoilers, I guess, if you're thinking that we're going to show the plot or stuff like that. Regardless of what you do, the Falcons lose. Like, this is a war they lose. But so, growing up, I was rooted for the Jade Falcons. I didn't even like to play the wolf parts because I felt that was disloyal to my beloved Jade Falcons, who also have a cooler looking logo.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I guess it's kind of the case of just how things are presented in non-game form. Usually, like if there is like a TV series about some kind of conflict, you only ever see, like at least that's the most popular thing. You only ever see one side of the conflict, not the other one.
This does show both sides.
Exactly.
But still, it presents the wolves as being right, which is kind of funny too, because I read a series of novels that one of my friends at work had, which were all about a Jade Falcon person around this time. So like, I'm just completely invested at this point. Even though if you read, like, I can tell you that the Falcons are definitely like in the wrong here. But so I've killed all the defenders with just 2 lasers. So clearly this is all I need to do. And here's where it really shows what was happening with my joystick, because I'm not moving, and there is no recoil to this weapon that I'm using, but you'll see in a second, it's just going to start dipping and waggling all over the place. Yeah, like that. I'm not moving anything. It's just this is just the drift happening.
Oh, wow.
So that's what I was dealing with occasionally, anyway. The entire time I'm trying to shoot at people, so clearly not the greatest.
Oh, interesting. So this game does use voxels?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah, like looking at the wireframe of that thing.
Oh yes. Well, you remember the wireframe view from earlier.
Yeah.
Which I'll activate a few times later because it just makes where walls are clear.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's not made just out of polygons. It also uses voxels. That's what I meant.
I'd be interested to see a developer's look into this, but the missions after this are all a little bit more creative. This is one of the more lackluster ones.
And afterwards, you have your joystick fixed, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And also, if you read because you have a situation before you go into the mission and then the aftermath, and every single time, like if you read the little thing that it says afterwards, it's like, "Good job, you defended your objective, but we still lost the battle anyway." It makes you feel really bad.
You've done your job, but we didn't do ours.
Basically, and if you read the whole thing, it's a series of terrible blunders. But that's not how I'm going to present it.